You're welcome to the Forex Trading and Lifestyle Entrepreneurship channel. Do take a minute to pause this video and read this disclaimer. Here from ForexMarket.com. In today's video, we will be looking at lot sizes. Okay, what are lot sizes and how do you calculate your profits based on the number of pips moved? Okay, so yesterday or the previous video we looked at what a pip is. Okay, so what we're dealing with now is the fundamental building blocks, okay, of making profit from your trading. For you to make profit from your trading, you need to understand what a pip is. You need to know how to calculate it. You need to know what lot sizes are. So you need to know what one lot is and then relate that to your pip, and then you can use that to calculate your profit and loss. Okay, so we defined what a pip is in the previous video, and I showed you exactly how to calculate a pip in price movement. Now that you know a pip, we can now move into lot sizes. So when you know what your pip is, then you can now calculate your profit when you know your lot sizes. So let's look at what lot sizes are. Your lot size, basically, it is a measure of the number of currency units bought or sold by traders in the FX market. Okay, in other words, it is the number of currency units you buy or sell on your MetaTrader 4 platform. I use the example of gold. For example, for gold, you cannot use lot sizes as per when you're buying real gold. We know gold as a commodity, and the standard measurement unit for gold is the ounce or the pound or the kilogram. Okay, so when you want to buy gold, you buy per ounce or per pound or per kilogram. Okay, same way if you want to buy, for example, what do we sell commonly in the market? Let's say Nigerian market, for example. If you want to buy cement, okay, you can say a bag of cement, 10 bags of cement. If you want to buy petrol, you say you want to buy a liter of petrol or 10 liters of petrol. So all these are units of measurement. So in the Forex market, the unit of measurement, right, of how much currency you're buying or selling at any point in time is the lot size. So in the Forex or the currency market, you say, I want to buy one lot of euro dollar, or I want to buy one lot of crude oil, or I want to buy one lot of dollar yen. Okay, so that is the language of the FX market. You cannot say you want to buy 1 liter of crude oil, or you want to buy 1,000 units, 1,000 euros or $1,000. No. Yes, an experienced trader can understand what you mean when you say 1,000 euros or $1,000. But when you want to communicate with a fellow trader, the easiest language we understand is lot sizes. Okay, so once again, lot size is basically a measure of the number of currency units bought or sold by traders in the market. Okay, not only currency units, it also applies to commodities, indices, everything that's traded in the FX market. So let's look at how we define our lot. So we have different types of lots nomenclature, but the standard one is the standard lot, as you can see on my screen. Sorry, I don't have a pointer. I'm using a pen, so I don't know if it should show. So I'm sorry. So okay, I'm just trying to see if I can point out. Yeah, so I think I'm pointing with my pen on the screen now. All right, so this is the standard lot size. Okay, this is what we use as a standard measure of currency units bought or sold in the market, and then we can now break that standard lot size into mini lot size, micro lot size, or nano lot size. Okay, so what is a standard lot in the FX market? If you look to the right under units, you can see that a standard lot is 100,000 units. Okay, so example, if I'm buying one standard lot of euro dollar, it simply means I'm buying 100,000 units of euro, okay, versus the dollar. If I am selling one standard lot of euro dollar, it simply means I am selling let me see, you are selling 100,000 euros of that 100,000 units of euro versus dollar. In other words, it means you are selling 100,000 euros. Okay, but we don't like to talk in terms of euros. We prefer to talk in terms of lot sizes, which also comes in terms of units. Okay, so for every asset or instrument in the market, one standard lot is equivalent to 100,000 units. Okay, and on your MetaTrader volume, you will see it as 1.0. So if you want to trade one standard lot on your MetaTrader now, you're not going to write in there 100,000. Okay, you are going to write 1.0 as your volume, which is your lot size. Okay, and then take note of this. We're going to do some practical examples, and then when the price of whatever you bought, example euro dollar, moves 1 pip in the market like we did yesterday, 1 pip is equal to $10. Okay, so if you buy one standard lot of euro dollar and it moves 1 pip in profit, you have made $10 profit. If it moves 1 pip negative or in loss, you have made a negative or a loss of $10. All right, so please take note of this before we move to the whiteboard to do examples. The standard lot is 100,000 units. The mini lot is divided by 10, that's 10,000 units. The micro lot is also divided by 10, that is 1,000 units. The nano lot is also divided by 10, that is 100 units. Okay, and the volume for standard lot is 1.0. The volume for mini lot is 0.1, that is 1/10 of standard lot. The volume for micro lot is 0.01, which is 1/10 of the mini lot as well. And then for the dollar per pip, every pip movement on the standard lot is $10. Every pip movement on a mini lot is $1. Every pip movement on a mini lot is 10 cents. All right, so let's look at this on the whiteboard. All right, so let's start with example we used yesterday, euro dollar. So let's say you bought euro dollar at the price of 1.11250. Okay, you bought one standard lot. Okay, that simply means you bought 100,000 units of euro versus dollar. In other words, you bought 100,000 units of euro using dollar. Okay, you can understand it that way, or you can just say you bought 100,000 units of euro dollar as an asset or as an instrument. Okay, now this 100,000 units, when the price moves from 1.1150 and it moves to 1.11350, if we do your calculation the way we did yesterday to know the number of pips, this is 350 minus 250, that's 100. That's 100 points, which is 10 pips. 10 pips movement. So when euro dollar moves from 1.11250 to 1.11350, it has moved 10 pips. Now remember that every 1 pip movement for one standard lot is equal to $10. Okay, and so it means that this 10 pips movement is equal to $100. It's as simple as ABC. Remember, we are dealing with the standard lot, and your standard lot is equal to 100,000 units. And so if I place a trade and I buy euro dollar from 1.1250 and the price goes up to 1.1350, I have made 10 pips in profit. Each of those 10 pips is $10, and so 10 pips is $100 profit. Okay, the same thing applies when you have a loss. Okay, so if you have a loss from, you bought at 1.11250 and the price went to 1.11150, okay, that is going to be minus, so this is plus, that is minus 10 pips in the negative, which is equal to minus 100 US dollars loss, or negative if the trade is still open. Okay, so this is a typical example of how you calculate your lot size, and then you calculate your profit or your loss. Okay, so your calculation of your pip, your lot size, and then your dollar per pip all work together for you to use in calculating your profit and your loss. They all work hand in hand. That's why it's important that you know what the pip is, you know what your lot is, and you know what the dollar per pip is for each currency pair. So, but we are using euro dollar as an example. Okay, so let's do another example. Let's do another example so that you see the difference. So we did euro dollar, euro USD. You are buying from 1.11250. Another example, same example. The price goes to 1.11350. This time you didn't buy one standard lot, so let's do this first. How many pips? First thing, calculate your pips. This is 10 pips. No need to go into pip calculation. 10 pips, okay? Now let's say we didn't buy one standard lot. We bought, okay, please let's correct this. This one standard lot on your MetaTrader 4 platform is 1.0. So you don't go to MetaTrader 4 and start typing 100,000, and I will show you a practical example there. Okay, so here we want to buy, we're not buying a standard lot, we want to buy a micro lot. Okay, so micro lot is equal to 10,000 units. Okay, and $1, 1 pip movement on a micro lot is equals to $1. This time not $10. Okay, so your micro lot is 1/10 of your standard lot. Okay, so if you buy euro dollar 1 micro lot, or volume on the MetaTrader 4, the volume is what? Volume is 0.1. okay, 0.1. so 10 pips is equal to 10 USD profit. Okay, so that's simply how it works. And the same thing applies if you apply for a, okay, so you have a standard lot, micro lot. Let's look at that. Standard lot, sorry, mini lot, then micro lot. So we've made a mistake. So please, correction, this is your mini lot. This is your mini lot, okay? And then the next one is the micro lot. So exactly the same calculations, only that your micro lot is equals to 1,000 units on the micro lot, and on the MetaTrader 4, the volume is the same thing as lot size. Please take note. Volume is equal to lot size. Volume is equal to 0.01 lots. Okay, 0.01 lot. In the video where we talk about margin and leverage, you will understand what the units means. I will now convert that units to euro and dollar terms, and we'll do some practical calculations. Okay, so if this moves 10 pips in profit plus 10 pips profit, that is going to be equivalent to 1 USD. Okay, because 1 pip using a micro lot is equals to 0.10 USD. That is 10 cents. Okay, so 10 pips equals to 1 USD profit. Okay, if you get 10 pips profit, is equivalent to 1 USD on the micro lot. That's the basics of understanding your lot size and how to use it to calculate your profit or your loss. Okay, I will take you to MetaTrader and show you how to input those numbers, but let's go back and review. Let's review this. Okay, so you saw the calculation. We always deal in standard lots. Okay, so one standard lot is 100,000 units. On MetaTrader 4, the volume is 1.0. Volume is the same thing as lot size. So you can say I bought 1 lot of euro dollar, or I bought 10 lots of euro dollar. We are talking about the volume. We use lot size as the language. We don't use volume. Okay, volume is the less used language. And then when you buy one standard lot, using euro dollar as an example, 1 pip movement is equivalent to $10 plus or minus profit or loss. If it goes positive, 1 pip is $10 profit. If it goes negative, 1 pip, it is $10 loss. Okay, same applies to mini lots. Everything on this line, on the mini lot line, is 1/10 of standard lot. Everything on the micro lot line is 1/10 of the mini lot. For nano lot, we hardly use nano lot. Nano lot applies on cent accounts. For this video, we don't need nano lot. Okay, so that's basically how it works. Now let me take you to the MetaTrader 4 platform and show you how to input those lot sizes or the volume and see how it works. Okay, so this is a MetaTrader 4. It's a demo account. Okay, now I'm using an Apple, an iPad here. So, but the same principles on Windows or on your phone. So normally I don't need to teach you how to place a buy. So let's say want to buy now. You do your buy operations. I click trade here. On Android is different. Now you can see at the top here. At the top here where you have the cursor, you can see 0.01. That is your volume. That is your lot size. So 0.01 here is your micro lot. Okay, now you can type in delete. You can delete what is there and type in 0.10. Okay, 0.10 is your mini lot. Okay, you can also delete what is there and type in 1.0. That is your standard lot. Okay, that is your standard lot. So that is basically how you choose your volume. So every time you want to trade, you must choose how much of a particular currency pair or asset or instrument you want to trade. Okay, you don't just go there and just click buy or sell. You must say I want to buy 1 standard lot or 1 mini lot or 10 standard lots. Okay, and that is how it operates. All right, so I hope you've learned something new. Should I just click a buy for you just for the fun of it? So 1 standard lot is there. Bam, I click buy. Okay, let's look at that trade. Now you can see the broker took 1.9 pips, 1.9 pips spread, and that is why you see it immediately went negative, minus $19. Why is it minus $19? So the broker took, let's look at it. The broker took 19 points spread. 19 points is 1.9 pips. Okay, now remember, for a standard lot which we just bought, 1 pip movement is equal to 10 USD. So 1.9 pips, which the broker has taken as a spread, is equal to what? 19 USD. So minus $19 is what you immediately see on your MetaTrader 4 platform, because the broker has taken his commission. And then once your trade goes into profit plus 1.9 pips or 2 pips, you now see that you can see that the loss is reducing. What they charged me, $19, is now $10. So once the trade goes into profit, you now see it turn to blue, and then I can now start counting my profit. Okay, so that is basically how you calculate your profit or loss using your understanding of lot sizes. If you do not know what a lot size is, you do not know what a pip is, you are headed for disaster. In fact, you should be trading on a demo account. Okay, you have no business with a live account. Okay, so I hope I've taught you something new, you've learned something new. If you've learned something new, give us a thumbs up below this video. And also, if you're just watching our videos for the first time, make sure you click the subscribe button, and then click the red subscribe button, then click the bell beside the subscribe button, click all notifications, so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. What I am giving you here, okay, for free, people charge 300,000 naira, 400,000 naira, 100,000 naira, depending on the level of expertise of the person. But you're getting it here all for free. Okay, all for free. If you want to consult with me, you have any challenges, you want to learn, you want to consult with me, you can hit me up via my WhatsApp number, +234. Let's write that down for you. You can hit me up on WhatsApp, +234 803 8588291, and you can hit me up via email at victor.ufot at forex.markets.com. Okay, thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next training video. Cheers.